What if your biggest barrier to a peaceful, powerful life isn't a lack of knowledge, but a collection of bad habits you don't even realize you have? Welcome to Winds of Thought. The ancient Stoics weren't just theorists, they were master engineers of the human mind. They identified specific, daily actions that quietly drain your focus and weaken your character. Today, we're not adding another complicated philosophy to your life. We're cutting away what holds you back. I'm going to share with you 9 thought patterns and behaviors that Stoic wisdom urges you to abandon, right now. By the time we finish, you'll have a clear checklist for mental hygiene, a way to instantly reclaim your energy and focus. Let's begin. First, stop personalizing everything. The philosopher Epictetus had a radical idea. Events themselves are neutral. The pain comes from the story you attach to them. That rude comment, that unexpected change of plans, it only has the meaning you assign it. The moment you decide, this is an attack on me, you've chosen your own suffering. The Stoic move is to see the event plainly, without the self-centered narrative. Is it truly about you, or is it just a thing that happened in the world? Second, stop choosing the path of least resistance. This is counterintuitive. When faced with 2 options, Marcus Aurelius practiced choosing the more difficult one on purpose. He would hold the reins with his weaker hand. Why? To build resilience. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Are you taking the easy route in conversation, in work, in your discipline? The Stoics say, deliberately pick the slightly harder task. It's training for a stronger will. Third, stop minding everyone else's business. In his private writings, Marcus reminds himself that other people's mistakes belong to them. You have a single, full-time job, the stewardship of your own character and judgments. Are you perfect? Then, and only then, do you have the bandwidth to fix others. Until that day, direct all that critical energy inward. Your own progress is work enough for a lifetime. Fourth, just stop talking so much. Zeno, the founder, observed that our constant speech is often the very obstacle to understanding. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. When your mouth is moving, you are not listening, not observing, not learning. Practice the discipline of silence. Let your words be scarce and valuable. This leads to the 5th point, stop inflating your own ego. Zeno identified conceit as the primary block to true knowledge. If you're already convinced of your own brilliance, what room is there for new insight? That feeling of superiority is a cage. The antidote is humility, remembering how much you still have in common with every other struggling human, and how much you have yet to learn. The ego is a fortress that keeps wisdom out. Sixth, stop demanding extra credit for doing the right thing. Marcus Aurelius wrestled with this. You help someone. The world is slightly better. That should be the end of it. But the childish mind asks, don't they thank me? Won't I be rewarded? If you need applause to justify virtue, it wasn't virtue, it was a transaction. Do good because it is good. Any recognition beyond that is a bonus, not the goal. Seventh, stop following the crowd blindly. The early Stoic Chrysippus said he didn't become a philosopher to echo popular opinion. Your duty is to reason from first principles, not to find safety in numbers. When you discover you're agreeing with the majority, that's the exact moment to pause and scrutinize your own reasoning. Conformity is the death of authentic thought. Eighth, and this is a profound one, stop obsessing over your legacy. You will be dead. Marcus notes, with chilling clarity, that Alexander the Great and his stable hand now share the same earth and the same profound ignorance of what we think of them today. Are you shaping your current actions for the applause of a future that you will never experience? This is a form of living for ghosts. Focus on acting with integrity now, in this moment you actually possess. Finally, the 9th trap, stop catastrophizing the future. Marcus, who lived with constant threats, would say, "My child is ill," and then stop. He would not add, And therefore they will die, and my life will be ruin. We torture ourselves not with present facts, but with imagined futures. The Stoic practice is to confine your attention to the reality immediately before you. Deal with that. The frightening story your mind wants to write about tomorrow is just that, a story. Anxiety is a tax you pay on a disaster that has not yet happened, and may never arrive. These 9 stops are not about deprivation, they are about liberation. Each one removes a weight you've been carrying without knowing it. This is the practical core of Stoicism, not adding more complexity to your life, but subtracting the noise that prevents you from living it well. If this path of focused, clear-minded living resonates with you, then you've found your community. Help Winds of Thought grow. Please give this video a like, and subscribe to Winds of Thought. We explore ideas that empower, not just entertain. Now, I'm curious, which of these 9 stops is the most challenging for you? Let me know in the comments. Which habit of mind, from personalization to catastrophizing, do you find the hardest to break, and why? Thank you for thinking deeply with me today. Remember, philosophy isn't about having all the answers. It's about having the courage to ask better questions of yourself. Start by asking what you can stop.